Hello and welcome to your video classes. Today's video, we will be continuing with the third lesson of geography, that is physiography and drainage. As you all know, there are 5 physical divisions of India, namely the Himalayas, the North Indian plains, the Peninsular Plateau, the coastal plains and the islands. We have already discussed about the Himalayas in my previous video. The link to that video is given in the description box. Today, we will discuss about the North Indian plains and the Peninsular Plateau. How were the North Indian plains formed? It was when the two plates collided and Himalaya was formed. With the upliftment of the Himalayas, the northern part of the peninsular plateau subsided and it formed large depression. Gradually, this depression got filled with the sediments brought by the rivers flowing from the Himalayas. North Indian plains extent, if you see, it is bordered by Himalayas to the north and peninsular plateau to the south. And its extent, if you see, it extends from Punjab and Rajasthan in the west to Assam in the east. This whole green color portion is our North Indian plain. Now, the North Indian plains is divided by the Aravalli ranges into two parts. This Aravalli ranges you can see, this Aravalli ranges. Now the part which lies to its west is Punjab plains. This is Punjab. It's already written here, you can see it. It is fed by the water of 5 rivers, namely Ravi, Chenab, Byas, Satluj and Jhelum. At the same time, Thar Desert, this area, the arid region, is also a part of the North Indian plains. Now, to the east of Aravalli lies the Ganga Basin, this area is the Ganga Basin. The Ganga Plains is the most fertile plains. The Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers form the world's largest delta region in the state of West Bengal, known as Sundarbans. This area, Sundarbans. Now let us study about the Punjab Plains. The Punjab Plains, as I earlier said, it lies in the northwestern part of India. It is the alluvial plain formed due to the depositional works of the rivers. Which rivers? Satluj, Byas, Ravi, Chenab and Jhelum. These are all the tributaries of river Indus. The slope of the plain is towards the west. A large part of it lies in Pakistan. It is a wheat bowl of India, but along with wheat, cotton and pulses are also cultivated on a large scale here. Now let us study about the Thar Desert. The Thar Desert or the Great Indian Desert is a large arid region in the northwestern part of India. It is also called Marusthali. It mainly covers the state of Rajasthan. And it acts as a natural boundary between India and Pakistan. Now we move to the eastern side of the Aravallis, and that is the Ganga Plains. The middle part of the North Indian plain is formed by the Ganga and its tributaries, mainly the Yamuna, the Ghagra, the Koshi, the Gandak and the Son. This whole area is the Ganga plain. You can see here, Ganga plain is written also. This whole area will be Ganga Plains. This is the most fertile plain region. It slopes eastward, and Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Uttarakhand, UP, MP, Bihar, West Bengal, these are all the states which falls in the Ganga Plain region. Now let us see the Brahmaputra plains. The eastern part of the North Indian plain beyond the Ganga plain is formed by Brahmaputra and its tributary, namely the Dibang, the Kemang and the Subanchari. It is also known as Assam Plains. The Ganga and Brahmaputra together forms Sundarbans in the state of West Bengal. See this area you can see here. It is the largest delta in the world. With this, we have completed the North Indian plains, one physical feature of India. And now it is time to do the peninsular plateau. This area that you can see in cream color, the V area, V-shaped. This whole is the peninsular plateau. Now, what is peninsula? Peninsula is the region surrounded by water on three sides. We know we have the Arabian Sea, the Indian Ocean here, and the Bay of Bengal to the east. The peninsular plateau is the oldest and the biggest landmass in our country. It lies between the North Indian plains. You can see this green area. The North Indian plains, the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats. The peninsular plateau consists of two broad divisions, namely the Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. The part of peninsular plateau lying to the north of Narmada, covering major area of Malwa Plateau, is known as the Central Highland. It is bordered by the Aravallis and Vindhyas. This whole region will be a part of Central Highlands. The Deccan Plateau is the triangular shape which is bordered by the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats is the Deccan Plateau. It is to the south of river Narmada. Now let us see the Central Highland first. The Central Highland mainly consists of the Malwa Plateau, the Bundelkhand Plateau, the Bagelkhand Plateau, Chota Nagpur Plateau and the Meghalaya Plateau. The best quality coal is found in the Chota Nagpur Plateau region. Here I have just given the approximate location of various plateaus. Now we move to the Deccan Plateaus. Deccan Plateau is a triangular shaped plateau in India and it is the India's largest plateau. It occupies land between Western and the Eastern Ghats, and it is to the south of the Mahadev Michael Satpura range. Here the Satpura range we have seen in the previous map. The Deccan Plateau is divided into the sub-regions like Maharashtra Plateau, Karnataka Plateau and Telangana Plateau. With this, we have completed the plateau region, also the peninsular plateau. In this video, we completed two physical features. According the details is as given in your textbook. To learn more about the physical features and other lessons of geography, along with English grammar, subscribe to my channel, like my videos and share them. Bye.